Okay, so welcome to the channel. This is kind of gonna be my first, I guess, real video I'm making. I just wanted to make a short little video of a quick overview of the GT so far. I have almost 400 miles on it. I think I'm at like at like 393 miles so far. So about to hit that 400 mark. But I wanted to give a quick review of the GT coming from a pint rider's perspective, because I've seen a lot of reviews coming from an XR or just upgrading, but I haven't seen a lot of people review it of their thoughts from going from a pint to a GT. A lot of people go pint, XR, and then GT, or even XR to a pint and then a GT. But I don't know, I haven't seen a lot of people do this, so thought I might as well give my opinion. Wanted to make it quick. I'm not going to go over any of the technical stuff or anything, just because obviously you can go check out any other video on YouTube about the GT and it'll have all the specs, all the technical stuff, speed and everything, and you'll be set on that. But this will just be my thoughts and opinions real quick. So first off, I think the first thing that people notice with the GT or consider with it is the weight. It's way heavier than a pint, quite a bit heavier than XR. To be honest, the pint was super nimble and great, but to be honest, sometimes it felt almost too light. It felt like you could easily like tip it over, or bumps and stuff would easily just kind of chuck you off. And the tire size too, but I'll get into the tire size in a second. But the weight, it's something you learn to deal with. You learn to really work with the GT instead of with the pint, where you could really throw it around like and make it do tricks. With the GT, you just have to really work on just working with the board, and you can't really force it into tricks and stuff, you know. It's a lot more of a balance of just working with the board, working with the weight and using it to your advantage, rather than with the pint, where it's like you can really just do whatever and just throw it around however you want. To the tire size. The tire size is a huge difference. It's so noticeable. On the pint, I forgot what it is. It's like a 6.5. No, I think the pint's tire size is about a 6. I would say. I think it's a 6-inch. I want to say. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I didn't pay attention to the tire size on my old pint. Which, by the way, on my old pint, I was right at that 3,000 mile mark. I had like 2,937, I think. So I was so close to 3,000 before it quit on me. But anyway, the tire size, I'm almost certain, was 6.5. Or, I mean, no, not 6.5. The 6.5 tire size is the GT tire size. Actually, I want to get my facts right. I'm gonna check that real quick. Let's see here. Let's see what the GT, also rim guards and float rail protectors by the Float Life. Amazing. It is a 6.5 by 11.5, or an 11.5 by 6.5. Correct way to say it. So it is. I'm almost certain. Yeah, the pint is 6-inch. Correct me if I'm wrong though. It could be 5.5, but it's definitely a lot smaller than the GT. small enough to be like an actual like notable difference when riding. I can go over bigger rocks and chunk, especially in the trail sections. You don't bottom out or scrape as much, just due to the tire size itself. So the tire size being a lot bigger. So that's a noticeable thing. In my opinion, the weight is kind of 50-50 on if it's better for you. If you are a lighter rider, like I would say like around 100 pounds even, you might struggle throwing it around. But to be honest, it's really not too bad. I'm like 160 and it feels pretty much perfect for me. I have voice crack. But it feels good for me. Let's hit a little bit off-road. It's kind of chunky there. That was a weird angle. But anyway, I'm like 160 and it feels good for me. I'm sure if you were like around the 180, it would still feel great. I mean, the amount of power that this thing has, just, it's insane. Just throw it around however you want. So that's not really any of an issue or anything. So really for weight, it's really 50-50 of whatever you want. If you think it suits you, then it's a plus. If you think it's a downside, that's up to you. And then tire size is a plus. That's a positive. You get a lot more tire size, so you can go over some bigger stuff. Now, here's a possible downside, depends on how you ride. Is that the bumpers have to take into consideration the new battery. The battery has a lot more to it. So you have a lot thicker, so you just have like a lot thicker of a battery in there. Which means your bumper is gonna be a lot bigger. So in that sense, you do lose some clearance on that, but it's not huge. You learn to ride with it, for sure. On the PINT, I was used to the clearance on it because it's a very thin bumper and rail on there, to be honest. So you really can like be super precise getting it up onto curbs and stuff. Let's check. Okay, here we go. You can get it up on the curbs super precise. First time I tried getting my nose up onto a curb or something on a GT, I hit the bumper just straight because I wasn't used to the extra width that they had. But it's something you just learn to ride with. Man, keep voice cracking. But it depends on how you ride. If you like doing street riding a lot, you probably won't notice it. I'm gonna go ahead and turn around because that's like the main road. I'm gonna stick to the neighborhood. But if you just do street riding a lot, just cruising and stuff, you probably won't notice it. If you do a lot of trail, you might notice it, but the amount of torque that it has just holds it up above, really. And so you really don't have to worry about that too much, if I'm being honest. So that, again, is like a 50-50. It could be a positive, it could be a negative for you. Depends on what you like to do on it. And then another thing is, I'm gonna go over a few things. I'm just gonna go over like power and top speed real quick. Again, if you want like a bunch of technical stuff, then go watch another video, because I'm not gonna get into all the technical stuff. But if you really, or if you're feeling like you're missing out on speed on the PINT and stuff, then this is definitely for you. You can cruise 20, no problem, and even push through a little bit more, if you have to. I mean, my top speed so far is 24. I could have gotten 25, but I just was in a wind a little bit, so just a little bit sketchy. And I always recommend wearing full gear if you plan on going fast, especially for like a top speed run where you're pushing the board to the limits. always wear full gear. I'm wearing full face helmet, got the wrist guards, elbow, knees, all covered, all set. So just make sure to gear up, you know. It hurts when you fall. But top speed on the Pint, I felt like I was kind of missing out. I was always riding pushback, riding top speed of the Pint the whole time, and it just felt like it was almost there, but just wasn't quite there. So if you're looking for more speed, then yeah, Pint would probably it's probably what you're on, because the XR, I think to most people the XR has like just enough power and speed to be good, but the GT is just this is the next level up. So if you're looking for really as fast as you're going to be able to get on a one wheel, then GT is probably for you. If you're looking for just a faster cruising speed in that, honestly an XR or a Pint X would be good. So that, and then torque you can't even start to describe how good it is on the GT. It's next level compared to the Pint, especially. It is night and day. Literally night and day. You can just stand on the nose of this thing and just rock it forward. We're gonna take the corner here, and then the only other thing I could think of is possibly just the like, I don't want to say like size of it, but it's just the I guess it would just be the board size. The GT is a lot bigger than a Pint, I'll tell you that much. So they're not turning. So it is a lot bigger than a Pint, I'll say that much. So you have a lot more of a board to stand on, that's for sure. So for tricks like board tricks, or flat ground tricks, I should say, you have a lot more to stand on there, which is nice. That's something that I try, like to do body varials on the Pint especially. I would find myself like kind of landing with my foot kind of like halfway off the deck, which is not a fun place to be, because then you can't really get out of it smoothly. You're gonna have to readjust your foot. On the GT, the size of the foot pad is a lot bigger, so that is a plus. If you do plan on just going around like commuting to work and stuff, and you need to put it in like an office space or something, it could become an issue, the size of it. But if you plan on just cruising around town and stuff, then I don't think that the size of the board will be an issue at all. But that's totally up to you. That's your personal opinion. If you like a larger board, then a larger board would be what you want. If you think a smaller board would be better for you, then a smaller board might be what you would prefer. For a while I preferred the Pint size because it was so portable. You just pick it up and carry it with you, like anywhere you go. But to be honest, I like the GT size now just for the riding aspect. It feels a lot more planted because it's a bigger board. But again, that's just personal opinion. If you're having to fit your board into a small area, then Pint or Pint X would be for you. If you're not too worried about board size and you just want performance and just a off-road machine, XR or even GT would be the play for you. So I hope this helped a little bit. Hope it made sense. Kind of doing this all off the top of my head, and it's the first video. Okay, I hit a bump as I voice cracked. Okay, we'll forget about that. Anyway, I hope this helps a little bit. First video I'm doing where I'm actually like talking kind of a vlog style. I just realized I did loop. Okay, that's fine. But I'm gonna end the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope it helped a little bit. I hope it didn't go too long or bore you. But I don't know. If there's a few things real quick before I end the video. If there's any improvements to the video you think could be made, let me know in the comments. Obviously, this is the first video I'm making. I'm actually vlogging, talking and writing about talking about something and writing. First time doing that, so it's a little bit different to me. Haven't done it before. So let me know if there's any improvements to the video you could think of. I'm considering getting a lav mic, but I'm not sure how the audio quality will turn out. And then a little bit of an update on the channel. I'm sure a few of you will have seen my other Beat Saber videos. I'm trying to like move towards OneWheel stuff. Kind of move out of Beat Saber videos. The Beat Saber videos I just did kind of like a little test, just to try uploading and stuff. Because they're super easy to make and they're fun for me to make. But I'm gonna try moving away from those. Just because I want to make my channel more OneWheel focused. So OneWheel, I'm not gonna do OneWheel reviews because I can't just buy new OneWheels all the time. But maybe parts reviews every now and then when I get new stuff for my board. And then just fun videos that I think would be fun to make. But that's kind of gonna be my goal for my channel. It's just to be OneWheel stuff. I'm gonna try posting a lot of like OneWheel shorts because those are fun to make, easy, and it's just a good start. I'm still gonna post some songs I make. I've been working on a few that I think would be good, and I might use them actually in my videos, which would be great because copyright. It's music that won't land me in jail. That's fun. But I'm hoping to grow the channel just on OneWheel stuff. Hopefully I can get some videos of me sending it down some trails and stuff. But I don't know, see where it goes. Well, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. And I'll see y'all in the next video.